Hello everyone, this is Nin10Guy.
And the Grand Imperial High Mighty Barry Bobbins.
Yes, and today we are doing a Let's Play of Contra for the NES.
Hooah!
So I have to put in the Konami code, up, down, left, right, B, A, start. Crap, nope, I have to restart. I accidentally pushed one player.
And you all get to see us restarting the game. Congratulations, Nin10Guy, you're a genius. So anyways, if you're wondering why we're using the Konami code, or actually what that is, Nin10Guy can explain it better, but we're using it because we're noobs. Now he can explain what it is.
Well, actually, no, I'm not a noob. It's just the reason why I'm using, the only reason why we're using it is because you don't have, no offense, but you don't have as much knowledge as I do, so...
Yes, that's true, I don't.
So I'm going to be generous to you, and I'm going to let you, stay in the game as long as possible.
Yes, that's true. I'm dead. And in case anybody's wondering who I am, I'm the only one that's died so far, so yeah, I'm the red guy. And Nin10Guy.
And I'm sorry if I sound like an absolute jerk by saying this, but I have actually beaten this game without the Konami code.
And I don't actually think that he's a jerk for saying that, to be honest with you, if anybody thinks that I do think that. But no, he's right. He is much better at this sort of gaming than I am, so I take no offense to it personally, and I hope nobody else here does either.
I actually find this game a little bit more difficult when it's two-player.
How am I supposed to... Oh, forget it. Anyways,
Like, I'm so used to playing this game on single-player, so that's why I'm probably not going to be doing as good, though.
Yes. So, should we not be explaining to them what the Konami code does?
I'll explain it. Okay, the Konami code gives you 30 lives for each continue for each player. If one player gets a game over, they can borrow lives from the other player.
Ein Schweiner. Sorry. Sorry for my numbers. No, again!
And by the way, if one person isn't moving, the other person can't scroll along, though. So you have to make sure the person keeps up, though. Except for the waterfall level. The waterfall level, you have to make sure you're all stay together, though.
Okay, so yeah, wait, you told them how many lives I get, right? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and for those of you with
you can also shoot and aim in directions, though, with the D-pad. For
those of you without nerd knowledge, the code is
up, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Yes, and of course Nin10Guy would know, wouldn't they?
Yes.
No offense, Nin10Guy.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what? When someone comes up to me and calls me a nerd, I take that as a compliment, because being a nerd is something I strive for.
And to be quite honest, he's not as much of a nerd as me, because I collect comic books. Nin10Guy doesn't do that. I mean, granted, he has a few Atari ones, but those are game-related, and they don't count.
And they came packaged with certain Atari games, like Yar's Revenge, for example, comes packaged with the Yar's Revenge comic book.
Yes, and I chose to get comic books. And they're not Yar's Revenge comic books, they're other things. So.
Oh, by the way, I should explain the gimmick to this. This is a 3D fortress level. The gimmick here is you have to try and shoot all the bombs that are on the wall, and you can dodge bullets by ducking. Like, once you're ducking, you're pretty much invincible, except for grenades and barrels.
Okay, seriously, what is this piece of junk rifle I'm using? It can only shoot, like, one round
You got a pump-action machine gun, that's what
Exactly! You have. There's no point!
It's just like the pump-action machine gun in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Once more, no offense to those of you that like Shadow the Hedgehog, but seriously, I'm not forgiving a pump-action machine gun, and I cannot forgive a cartoon hedgehog being made into such a hardcore thing. I mean, it's nothing against any fans, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm a traditionalist. I like my traditional action and drama, and I'm sorry, but hedgehogs don't fit into my traditional ideas. Typically humans do, or aliens.
So, useless trivia, this game came out in 1988 for the NES.
Oh yeah, and I can't actually tell, but I'm pretty sure I'm playing as Sylvester Stallone and Nin10Guy is playing as
Arnold Schwarzenegger, yes. And the final boss of the game is actually technically the second final boss is actually the alien from the movie Alien.
Yep.
I think Konami did that on purpose, just so that the game could sell more copies if they put celebrities on the packaging.
So yeah, in case anybody asks you, this game is way better than Call of Duty because it has cameos of some of the most famous people and things in sci-fi history and action history, for that matter. Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, plus crazy alien. You can't get any, better cameos than that. Unless you threw David Bowie into it. But if you did that, you just make it into a magical game, not an action sci-fi game.
Now, what would happen if you made a game about Tommy Wiseau?
Let's not go there. Let's just pretend that that's never gonna happen.
Well, wouldn't it be brilliant?
It would be just as brilliant as me, you know, committing terrorism.
Oh yeah, so one thing I can say about this waterfall level is if someone's going too fast through the level, the other person that's down below can actually get killed, though.
Yeah, Nin10Guy. Ain't that the truth? No, come back, gun!
Oh, and in case if you don't know what R means, it means your bullets can move faster. That's what R means. It means rapid fire.
Doesn't that also mean that I can just hold down the B button and then it'll...
Well, no, it just means, like, say, like, your bullets can travel a lot faster, meaning you can shoot more bullets at a time, though.
Honestly, who gives the soldier a pump-action machine gun? This guy needs some real weaponry here.
It wasn't until Contra 3 that you came with an actual machine gun. Like, the game starts you off with an actual machine gun. The best weapon in the whole game is the spreader gun, which is that weapon right here.
I need that! Was that mine or yours?
That was mine, and, I actually think this game is really challenging, like, when you're playing this game just with another person, because you have to wait for the other person to scroll, to help you make the screen.
Lives! No.
You have to wait until the other person helps the screen scroll along and stuff.
You know what really sucks? Is I thought that little badge thing sitting in the top right corner was an extra one that I could pick up. Turns out it was just mine, like my little HUD, my heads-up display for those of you that aren't, you know, in the know. Or
you're on your last life, by the way.
What?
Oh, but no, you can borrow my lives now. So just push the A button or whatever.
Did.
So now we get to fight with the first alien from the movie Alien.
Actually, this doesn't really look like that alien.
Well, okay, well, maybe, well, I don't know, maybe it's not.
I mean, it looks similar. Similar, I will say that. But a bit different, especially because it has eyes and the ones from the Alien movies don't.
But yeah, I actually have the very first issue of Nintendo Power, believe it or not. That's a very nerdy thing. But it was from, I believe it was from July or August of 1988, and they showed you some tips of Contra, and it was the very first time they revealed the Konami code to the public. And now in this, whenever he opens his mouth, you have to shoot him.
Big one for the team. We did it! I did it! I killed an alien!
Like, they have to do a whole bunch of front flips over, like, bullets and stuff. And the like, U.S. military only sends, like, 2 army guys in it to fight in this war.
Yep. Fight and protect the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white person America that we all love.
See, Activision, this is why Contra is better than Call of Duty. It's got aliens and terrorists in it. Like, come on, how awesome is that? And Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
And white people!
By the way, you have to duck and shoot. You have to hold down and duck.
And for the record, when I say white people, I'm making a joke about America. I'm not, you know, actually a racist. I hate racists, and I'll gladly see them all murdered. In fact, David Duke, if you ever see this video, know this, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you. You're on my list. But anyways, off of the topic of that. Oh, come on. Why do I keep dying?
Because this game is ridiculously hard. Believe me, I had problems with this game the first time I played. I couldn't get past level 2. We're actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, true. Oh, by the way,
I'd like to see how well you would do at Castlevania.
Are we doing a Let's Play of that soon?
Yes, you and me are going to be doing a Let's Play of Castlevania, the original.
You and I.
You and I, yeah.
I was trying to quote that song because I kind of like that song. It was fun. Except it has nothing to do with you and me because that song had to do with inappropriate content.
Gay people?
No, actually, it was straight.
Oh, okay.
Pretty straight.
Well, I don't want to go into that kind of detail there, but
yes.
You could keep that to yourself, but yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, are you trying to say something about me there?
No.
Oh.
It's just the way how you said it, though.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm a little bit confused.
Because when you were saying it, it sounded like you were singing it, you know?
Oh, yes. Actually, I kind of was. Except I didn't... You know, just forget about it. Forget about it. We're just gonna kill this
Forget about it.
Yes.
Like Gex the Gecko would say.
Or, as a mobster would also say, forget about it, man. Forget about it.
How come there hasn't been a new Gex game lately? Does anybody remember Gex the Gecko?
I sure remember it.
I remember
cool.
That was a great game, wasn't it?
That was like the best children's action cartoon thing I'd ever seen in my life.
They were originally going to make Gex 4 for the PS2, but it was cancelled.
Why? And who was the company that did that?
I think it was Crystal Dynamics or something.
Oh yeah, that was it.
I wonder if that's a game we should do a Let's Play of.
Oh, by the way, sorry, this came to mind. We might do a Let's Play on this, I'm not sure, but me and Nin10Guy have played this. It's a game called Nightmare Creatures. Believe it or not, Activision was the one that published it, not made it, but published it, back in the 90s for the N64.
And PS1?
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant game.
Doesn't the game take place in the 1800s?
Yes, yes. It's only single player, but we might do, switch it on and off between us.
How long is the game, by the way, because I need to know?
Oh, it's quite a few hours, but we can skip through some of the levels if we want to.
Okay.
But it is a brilliant game. If any of you of our viewers are lucky enough to come across this thing on eBay, I highly recommend you buy it. Highly.
Oh, those gun turret guys, you have to actually duck and shoot them, just to let you know that.
Why are there grenades coming out of the forest? Why is the forest trying to kill us?
Because, PETA hates you.
Who?
PETA.
Oh,
for damaging the wildlife in the woods.
Those nutcase lefties. I mean, okay, I shouldn't really say that. I don't really apply myself to any particular political leaning. But, seriously, some of the... Well, no, I shouldn't really complain about them because they do have some good ideas.
Oh, you got an extra life, by the way.
Oh, nice. But there are just some people in this world that, yeah, annoy me. Particularly like Greenpeace.
Didn't PETA try to sue Nintendo over the Tanuki suit in Super Mario 3D Land?
Yeah, but that was a joke, I thought.
Yeah, it turns out it was a joke, but they were just doing it just for media attention.
Okay, but seriously, Greenpeace, I hope that they hear this. You guys, like, here's my issue. They claim to, all be about, oh yeah, we want to help the environment and all these things, and yet there was a show called Whaling Wars or something like that, and I'm pretty sure from what I can recall, that... Oh, am I dead?
Yeah, you're dead. I'm on my last life, so that's why you can't borrow any more lives from me. I have to fight a tank.
We might have to restart this then. But anyways, what PETA, or not PETA, what Greenpeace did is, I swear, they were chucking grenades at a whaling boat. How do you chuck grenades at a whaling boat and dare call yourself, call yourself an environmentalist?
Oh.
It's not environmentally friendly. And, as you can see, oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, we died and got a game over. So now we're using our continue.
Oh, phew, good. I'm gonna need that. I'm only gonna die about 60 more times. Oh, wait, that's all my lives. Oh, what did I say? I'm dead again. Pew, 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 pew.
I mean, if you go on my YouTube channel and if you watch my Contra video, you can obviously see that I can do a whole hell of a lot better at this game, but I'm not doing so well because I'm not used to the two-player mode.
And keep in mind as well, for me, ladies and gentlemen, I've never really been good at cartridge games. Great at CD games, never done well.
You've never beaten a single cartridge game, like, come on, man.
I think I may have beaten one at a point, but I don't remember.
Have you ever beaten Majora's Mask?
Actually, that might have been the one that I beat, but I think that was the only one I've ever beaten. The only one, and I have quite a few. Not hundreds, but I have enough to...
Are you ever going to beat Super Mario Brothers for the NES?
For the NES?
Yeah, the original Mario.
Oh, right. If I can get another NES at some point.
Oh, it's not working?
Well, I don't think so. My sister told me it wasn't working or something. Anyways, but yeah, if I get the chance to, I'll try. I'd very much like to accomplish that at some point in my life.
I thought you said that when you want to get into politics or whatever, you're going to get rid of all of your old game systems.
Well, no, more when I get older. And that's mostly just a moral... Well, it's a personal choice, really. And I'm still debating it. I might, but I might keep some of them. But if I did get rid of them, Nin10Guy, we'd still get together at some point. We'd still be able to make Let's Plays, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even when I'm 60... No, 60's too young. Even when I'm 90 years old and on life support, I will still...
Did you say 60 was too young?
Yes.
Too old? Don't you mean too old?
No, too young, because, like, too young for life support. But even when I'm 90 and I'm on life support, I will still come and I will do Let's Plays with you.
Yes.
And yes, what I said, too young because...
Wouldn't it be funny if we were still doing Let's Plays in an old folks' home?
That would be pretty awesome, though. But, like, when I said 60's too young, I mean, like, it's too young to be, like... Well, for most people, to be on life support. Mind you, there are some 90-year-olds, actually there's even some 120-year-olds that didn't need life support, so who am I really to tell?
Well, you know, some people have a better style of living, though.
True. I got a laser!
You don't, you just have to shoot the B button once, though. And it does massive damage, though. If you push the B button repeatedly, it's not going to go very far, but you lost it because you died.
Stupid Windows 98!
This isn't Windows 98, this isn't NES. Actually, no, I'm kind of surprised that my NES is actually working pretty well right now at this particular moment. Lately, I've been having problems with my NES lately, and it's been freezing up on me, so as of right now, it's actually been working pretty good right now.
You know, even though your NES may be working well, it sounds like your reaction time isn't so good. You said, this isn't Windows 98, this is an NES. Yeah, I know. That was a really delayed reaction. Just thought I should.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes we're just stupid, that's all.
We or you?
No, I said me.
Oh.
I said sometimes I said sometimes I'm just stupid. That's what I said.
I can almost swear that you said me. Like not.
Sometimes me stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wait, maybe. Oh, I lost my machine gun.
You lost. Well,
Wait, laser. No, I'm dead again.
Okay, this one thing I should say about, like, if you're trying to do a, like, if you're trying to, for those of you who are trying to beat this game without the Konami code, here's a tip for you. This level right here requires timing and patience, so sometimes you have to jump right in the little sensor areas where the flames are going to shoot down. Then when the flames come down, you have to be at the right timing to jump across. When you come down, it's easier.
I wanted my laser.
Just keep on dying until I get you onto the other side.
Break on through to... Yes!
And then just jump down. There you go.
Finally!
Duck.
You gotta be kidding me!
This requires a lot of ducking and jumping.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What is with me today?
This is a really brutal game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Sorry if I'm more quiet today, ladies and gentlemen, although that might be a good thing for some of you. Hey, I made it up top without jumping on that second one. Anyways, but it's just, you know, this actually does require a lot more patience than any game I've
just wait for me, just wait for me here.
played before. Did you see that? I got further ahead than Nin10Guy.
Yeah, that's actually. Yeah, give yourself an achievement for that. That is actually that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty impressive. I'll award you for that.
Kidding me.
That's actually pretty impressive of you for doing that.
Well, thank you.
That's probably one of the most amazing accomplishments that you've done throughout this entire Let's Play.
And through many of our Let's Plays. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I gave Nin10Guy an achievement a couple nights ago because he actually came out with a very, very smart political thought. Because, you know me, I love politics. And, yeah, I just thought, oh, hey, that's really cool. I mean, I'm not saying that Nin10Guy is stupid for politics, but it's not usually something he's interested in. So that was why it was something fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Dead again.
And was that, like, you know, people who disrespect pancakes should go to court and have the death penalty?
No, it wasn't that one. Although that one was on the list. Well, actually, no. No, that wasn't on my list. That was, actually, come to think of it, that was on Generic Person 12's list. So, yeah. Ah, this fat thing's trying to kill me. Okay, but yeah, he may have.
You have to run and jump over him, just to let you know. In order to avoid him, you have to actually run and jump.
Okay, come at me, bro! Come at me, bro!
Just to let you know, there's someone else doing a Let's Play in the other room.
Oh, yes. Speaking of it, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we were having another Let's Play being done in the room next to us.
Door. That's actually my brother. He's doing a Let's Play of Minecraft.
Yes. And I might actually join them in on that. Because I like Minecraft. And I love ginger ale with lemon juice. It's very tasty.
You see, ginger ale in Canada is actually called Canada Dry.
That's because it's non-alcoholic. Hence the ginger ale part, you know, it's not ale, it's... Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
Didn't you say that there were some people in your grad class that wants, you know, to have a wet grad instead of a dry grad?
Some people said it, not a whole. Oh, wait, you mean this year's grad class?
Yeah, for you. I mean,
oh,
for
yeah.
me, I'm already graduated, but yeah.
Well, I'm graduated too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not in high school anymore. But,
well, yeah, okay, true. For those of you that don't know, I graduated high school last year with my good friend Nin10Guy, because we go to the same school. But I didn't do so well in some of my courses, so I decided to go back and upgrade. Yeah, you can do that in Canada. Cool stuff, huh? Anyways, so last year we had an awesome grad class. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This year, they're not so good. In fact, the whole school is not so good. Last year, we were brilliant. We were wonderful. We were amazing.
We were ingenious.
Exactly. This year, there's a bunch of drunken little tools that you just want to cuff right upside the back of the head.
Wasn't there any car accidents or something?
Yeah, there's been like so many car accidents too.
Well, that's Canada for you.
Oh, not just Canada, but North America in general.
In a nutshell, yeah, North America in a nutshell.
Yeah. What can we use to describe North America? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Or rather,
and sometimes we like to make fun of, sometimes Canada likes to make fun of, why does the spreader have to be up there? Okay, sometimes Canada likes to make fun of the U.S., and sometimes the U.S. likes to make fun of Canada. And we all chuck it up and have a good time and laughing about it, but yeah.
Except many times the U.S. is actually completely stupid, and some of us don't like them.
And that's not coming out of my mouth, that's coming out of Barry Bobbins' mouth.
I don't hate Americans, let me make that utterly clear right now. But as a country and as a society,
like, do you just you don't hate American citizens, you just hate the U.S. government.
Let's put it this way, I have American cousins. I'm not gonna hate my cousins. No. So, no, I just hate their society and their system of government.
Yeah, the government in general, or?
Yeah, and stuff like that. I don't hate the people, because some of the people are awesome. Some of them. But like I said, I cannot stand the society and the country itself, especially because of the government. And thank you, Republicans, you're the people making it that way. You, Ron Paul, and Rick... Actually, I think it's mostly just Rick Perry. No, Rick Perry and Ron Paul. Who's that other weirdo that's not so bad? He's like a libertarian. I can't remember.
Anyway, sorry, back to the game. This level actually is the second last level of the game.
Oh, nice! We've almost won, and I'm not completely dead. Sweet.
Okay, this particular boss is really easy. You just have to stand here and shoot repeatedly.
Ow! You swines killed me!
See, that was quick. I just had to stand in that one place and shoot repeatedly. And we're not using turbo controllers at all. So now we're at the alien's lair.
Nice. Oh, there I am. I'm back!
You're like the Tails from Sonic.
Yeah, exactly. Tails from Sonic.
He always gets left behind.
Everybody else is dead!
So you basically have to fight alien sperm, like,
what?
Like, well, I don't know. Maybe sperm's not a good example. Maybe it's like kind of like shrimp, like alien shrimp that flies around. Shrimp.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I'm gonna.
And there's the alien from the movie Alien, by the way.
I'm gonna fry this thing up in a pan tonight. Hey, everybody! Me and Nin10Guy are having fried shrimp tonight. And actually,
really, I thought we just had pizza.
Yeah, we did, but we're having shrimp now. And actually, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these creatures in here do resemble the ones from the Alien series. Unlike the first creature that we battled, which wasn't so much, this one definitely has resemblance. Except for those little horns on top, but that's about the only difference. And
in Contra 2, which is also known as Super C, the final boss is actually an alien's body with a woman's head.
Kind of like Genova or whatever.
It's kind of kinky though, but yeah.
What? Oh. We're not going into that tonight, I think, Nin10Guy.
I was just being sarcastic.
Oh, you said it really unsarcastically. Then.
Yeah. In a jokey kind of way.
In a jokey, maybe sort of serious way.
Yeah.
In a.
Well, it's jokey but sounding serious.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. These are.
And then there's the and then there's the head crabs, or what do you call them? The face huggers. That's what they're called, face huggers. Yeah, you get to. There's face huggers in the game.
Face huggers, the original head crab zombie. No, go away! Go away!
Well, how did I come up with head crab? I must be thinking of Half-Life.
Yeah.
Which, even though Half-Life isn't really a game I don't really normally play, but yeah.
Uh-oh, mutant giant head crab zombies! Ah! Speaking of which, if anybody gets a chance, look up Inside of Gordon Freeman's Mind, or any Gmod videos for that matter. I have a whole bunch on my channel, and I highly endorse them. If I was a politician, I would approve them. Yes, I would. I'm Barry Bobbins, and I approve this Gmod. Alrighty. Come on. Time to make some shrimp.
So, if those are shrimp, what is the alien supposed to be? A giant worm or a tremor or something?
No, it's supposed to be a giant dolphin with no eyes and horns.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's a mutant head crab dolphin zombie. It lad!
So imagine if you had to do this stuff in real life. Let's say the Canadian government told you that you had to go into an alien base and had to do all this in real life. How would you feel?
I tell them I'm going over the British side. That was my intention all along, but whatever. No, honestly, if anybody told me to go and kill these alien things, I'd probably say, yeah. As long as they're trying to kill humanity, yeah. I don't care. Yeah, just kill them. Which, actually, you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of that whole thing on that, whatchamacallit, True Capitalist thing that we were watching.
True Capitalist Radio?
Yeah, True Capitalist Radio. And how, what was it? Yeah, somebody went on and they said, rest in peace, Osama bin Laden. I was like to myself, you know, I don't entirely know if Osama bin Laden's dead. I don't think they actually showed a picture of his dead body, from what I remember, because I haven't actually seen that part in the news. But, yeah, you know, I don't know how to feel about the whole death thing. And aside from that, I mean, the, keep this in mind. Osama bin Laden, from what I've heard, was actually a Saudi. And yet America went and they invaded Iraq. I'll shut up now and let you guys watch this. But
anyway, we beat the game.
Woo! It's a big conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
So.
How did we jump from killing aliens to Osama bin Laden?
Conspiracies.
So does that mean Osama bin Laden was an alien the whole time?
Oh, I just realized that's... Uh-oh, it's a Keanu Reeves conspiracy moment, ladies and gentlemen. What if NASA created thunder to cover up for space wars? Think about it. Think about it.
I feel like I'm on drugs right now.
Same here. But anyways, back to my drink. Nin10Guy, do you want to give some final thoughts on the game?
Okay, well, I guess we may as well talk about it since we're in the credits. Contra is a really good game. Definitely better than Call of Duty and Battlefield, I'll give you that much. It's really challenging, but it feels really rewarding when you've played the game, like, let's say, like, a couple of years or so, and if you've actually beaten the game without the Konami code, I cannot, you have to experience it yourself. It's really, really rewarding, and it's very satisfying, and when you beat the game, you reflect on all those moments that you just spent, all those years that you spent practicing the game and having a good feel for it, and, like, because back in the day, beating a game was a big deal, so, like, it's challenging. It's a game that'll keep you occupied for quite a while. It's great. It's got great multiplayer, for that matter. And yeah, I totally recommend it if you have an NES, or if you don't have an NES, go get it on the Wii Virtual Console.
I suppose for my final thoughts, I'll just go off and say, you know, I personally didn't think, like, I'm not going to say that this game is better than Modern Warfare 3 or anything like that. I haven't played it, granted. But that's in, I suppose, a more personal opinion. I'm very much a first-person shooter type person, but I'm gonna. Wait! Oh, I wanted to pick it up. Okay, never mind. Anyways,
by the way, can you be quick on your statement because we've already beaten the game and already gone for the credits.
I know.
Okay, sure.
Anyways, to take a neutral standpoint on this, I'm gonna have to say that this game deserves a 10 out of 10. I do think it's that good. It has great graphics for the timeline. Well,
for 1988, this was pretty impressive.
The storyline, well, obviously it's bland. They don't really tell you a whole lot.
Well, a lot of video games back in the day were very bland.
Yeah. But it was pretty good storyline, great gameplay, challenging, which I enjoyed. Yet with the Konami code, I actually was able to beat the game with my good friend Nin10Guy. Finally and at last. I don't know what else to really say about it. I would highly recommend it. Especially for the, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone factor, and Aliens factor as well. So yeah, I do think it's a pretty good game. I would recommend it.
Alright, so before I quickly end this, I just want to quickly give a quick tip about this game. For those of you who are wanting to try and beat this game without the Konami code, here's a tip. Try to grab as many items and shoot down as many terrorists or aliens as possible. Shoot down as many aliens, or shoot as many enemies as possible. and score up as many points as possible, because if you get enough points, you'll gain more and more lives the more points you collect, and that'll help you a lot when you're trying to beat the game without the Kami code. So anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way...
Oh, can I just make a tip too?
For sure.
It also really helps you if you're not playing this game with Barry Bobbins.
Yes. And also playing this game with a second player can be a little bit more challenging, though. But it's not as difficult when you're playing the game by yourself. But because you don't have to worry about trying to get the screen scrolling with two people. But anyway, I should wrap this up. This is the Nin10Guy.
And Barry Bobbins.
And we'll take care and see you in our next Let's Play, which is probably going to be either Warlords or 1942 on the NES. So anyway, take care.
To continue on with our war theme, for the record.
Yeah, so take care and see you later.
And I'm not a crook.